Right, so last week I made a video on Bankrate and how they're leveraging AI to write all their content. This is all AI written. Of course, it is edited and sometimes proofread by a human. But Bankrate here, written by Bankrate, this is their AI bot, that writes all this content that you can see right here. All this is AI written, and like I said, however, it is proofread or reviewed or edited by two humans, right? Because long gone are the days that you can just go to ChatGPT, tell them to write an article, and then just post the article on your page and rank it. No, that's no longer possible. In some niches it is still possible, but it will soon end, right? And I recorded this video, and my goal with it was to show you that it is possible to leverage AI tools like Journalist, for example, and have it generate content briefs and actual content, post it to your site, and then proofread it or edit it by human, making sure that you do, of course, leverage the human power and human effort in your articles to make them rank. Because Google, at the end of the day, they don't really care who writes the article or what writes the article, as long as it is valuable to its user. So this being AI written, as long as it is valuable, Google doesn't really mind. And a way of adding value to the article is with human effort, right? And that's done via editing it or reviewing it by two humans, or adding a human opinion piece down here. I recorded a video solely on this human factor, which is a rank factor by Google. I have a video solely on this, and if you want to learn how to add human factors to your articles, you can watch that video. I'll leave it in the description. Now, what I do want to go over today is how you can add yet more trust factors, whether you're using AI tools to write the content or you're writing it all via humans. Here's some things that NerdWallet, a blog in the finance niche worth millions, is doing to add more trust to their brand, which then conveys trust to the users that visit the brand and to Google. Google sees, okay, these guys are hyper transparent and they are the go-to for finance-related articles. And in this case, it is an article on the best business credit cards for July, right? Now, what are these trust factors that they're implementing? First things first is the advertiser disclosure, right? They're being upfront with it. They do have yet here, because this is an affiliate article, essentially. All these links right here are affiliate links, and if someone clicks and applies to the card, NerdWallet gets cut. So they disclose the advertiser here. Then down here, before I go over this too, this little box says, many of the products featured here are from our partners who compensate us, right? So they're being transparent up front, saying that some of these, or maybe even all, are paying them to be on here, right? Then, third thing is the author box. Now, this is a must nowadays. A lot of people don't even bother with this, but this is a must, right? Either if you're doing local SEO for your SaaS, on a blog post, you need to put who wrote the blog, right? By who? In this case, Kelsey. Now, they go an extra step further, which is when it was last updated, right? Google likes fresh content. Your content needs to be fresh and up to date. Otherwise, it's going to get buried, right? So that's why oftentimes people think, oh, I just posted a blog post and then it's just gone. It just stays there forever. No. If you invested the resources and money and time into writing and publishing a blog post, even if you leverage AI tools, you need to go out and refresh it, right? Update it, right? Because you've put all this time in, might as well make it up to date. Now, then, edited by who? Ryan Lane. Now, who's Ryan Lane? I'm sure that if we click here, Ryan Lane has a whole profile. You can even do it. Has a whole profile saying who he is, why is he qualified for the job. Ryan Lane is an editor for the small business team at NerdWallet, Authority on Student Loans. So it's here, this authority, what he does essentially, and who he is and why he's qualified to edit this article. And then Kelsey, I'm sure as well, who she is, a personal finance expert. So essentially who she is, why she's qualified to write this article with her socials right here. So when you're writing an article nowadays, you don't want to just write an article and then forget about it. You want to go over who wrote it, right? Who wrote the article? Kelsey, right? Who is she, right? Who's Kelsey? Why is she qualified? A bio. Where can we find more about her qualifications? Does she have any papers published? Does she have a LinkedIn, a Twitter, an email? All these little things convey trust both to Google and to people going on and reading these articles, right? Because just imagine if you didn't have this here, right? You go over, who wrote this? Why would I trust this, right? Why would I trust this random business to tell me what the best credit cards are for July? Now, this ties in with the second thing here, which is this little thing right here. Why can you trust NerdWallet, right? Another trust factor right here. All of our picks for the best business cards are chosen by our editorial team, who follows strict editorial guidelines. Now, this is a link here to their editorial guidelines, right? Why and shows you the vision, their mission. And even though, of course, you know that they're being paid because it says right here, and it says right here, even though you know that, it is good to know as well that even though they're getting paid to push out this information, they do stand by a vision and a mission. This whole transparency does benefit both their brand and their rankings a lot, right? So again, long gone are the days where you can just first post an article and forget about it. Second, not add who wrote it, not add all these little trust factors, and then just posting it with AI. If you're leveraging any AI tool, make sure that you add it, who edited it, who reviewed it, right? Even if you don't want to edit the article that the AI tool pumped out, for example, if you're using journalist, even if you don't want to edit it, you can. You don't need to, right? Make sure to add who reviewed it, reviewed by a human, and make sure that the human has some credentials, who they are, why they're qualified for it, more about them, their socials, all that, because this goes a long way. And these articles, by the way, are ranking, right? They're articles written by Bankrate's AI bot, which may be using a ChatGPT's API, I don't know, are ranking. Some of them are ranking and getting in traffic for their blog, right? So pretty valuable here. So my goal with this is to let you know that, yes, use AI tools, leverage AI tools, because the reality is, if this is a ladder here towards success, and success, let's say here, is ranking number 1 on Google, if you're leveraging AI tools, you're starting from here, right? Well, your competitors are starting from down here, right? Taking the ideas for the content, what should we write about, where should we pick up the images, where should we insert the images, what are the content briefs? You're starting from up here because you got all the images, you got all the content briefs, you got all the subjects you want to talk about, you got the keyword optimizations, you got the quote-unquote SEO optimizations. Of course, to reach number 1, you're going to have to do some human effort, human optimization, right? It's no longer... You cannot just copy and paste articles from AI tools and get them to rank. I mean, in some niches you can do that, but if you're going to succeed in the long run, you need to add these little things, right? Who reviewed it? It can even be small things like just a placeholder here from who reviewed it or who edited it, right? It can be simple things like those, right? But again, if you're leveraging AI tools, which I think you should, right? Otherwise you're going to get left behind. You're starting from up here, right? You're not starting from down here like your competitors. So yeah, that's it. And if you do want to use some AI tools, try out Journalist. I'll leave a link for this in the description. It's pretty cool. It's my tool, full disclosure. I won't promote it anymore. If you need an SEO service, any SEO services, check out Veto.com. Veto.com is the place to go for pre-vetted SEO experts. You have link building services. For example, from Liam here, you can watch this video for him saying who he is. Like I said, all this ties in with the brand trust. Like right here, we have a video from Liam saying who he is, why he is the best guy to build links for you. Trusted signals right here from Social Links on LinkedIn. We got Riley here as well. By the way, Riley is an expert in local SEO. If you want to talk with him, you can just book a consulting call here, 15, 30, or 60 minutes with him. That's always good to pick the brain of an SEO expert. He's solely does local SEO. He's one of the best sellers here. He has a bunch of services from links, technical SEO, on page, off page. So again, if you need SEO services, Veto is the place to go. I'll leave a link for this in the description as well. So yeah, that's it. That's my take on AI content writing tools. I think you should use them. You should leverage them with caution, right? Don't just copy and paste the content. Go an extra step further, right? Because if you want to succeed, you got to be able to do what the 99% of people aren't doing. That's how you become the 1%. And that can be simple things, those can be simple things just like adding, for example, this, or adding some of these little trust factors right here. That's it. That's the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.